I feel like, the show really, it takes place at the turn of the century in England. And so there's this great naivete and sort of innocence and willingness to wonder. And I think that we actually have that now. And it's something, it's almost nostalgic for us, because I feel like it's something that we crave, actually, that sort of sense of innocence and that willingness to believe in something else. And then, the show has these great backdrops, these sort of big thematic backdrops of, we have the first female constable in Adelaide Stratton, played by Rebecca Lydiard. And we're talking about the feminist movement at turn of the century, and the sort of, and then there's, there's anti-Semitic episode, I remember, because Houdini was a famous immigrant to the United States, and he actually, he was the first one to really actualize the American dream in that way. I mean, the first one of many, but maybe one of the most famous people who came from Hungary and sort of made himself into this international celebrity, and dragged himself up from the sort of dregs of poverty, and made himself what he was. And one of the reasons he believed so strongly in sort of the mechanics of the real world, and wanted to prove that all of his stuff wasn't magic, because people used to think that he was a ghost himself. Like even Arthur Conan Doyle famously said that he thought that Houdini did such amazing magic that he thought that he was from another world, that there's like divine intervention. So I feel like these guys really challenge our ideas about what is possible and what isn't. And then there's some great, thematic backdrops that come from stuff that we're still dealing with now, anti-Semitism and racism and feminism and the feminist movement sort of pushing the boundaries.